Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 16 Draft Champions game. This is actually the championship game for our squad that includes Aaron Rodgers, Luke Kuechly, Demaryius Thomas, all the great receivers, and some of our nice defensive players like John Randall. Unfortunately, no one can touch this man. A fumble, unfortunately, goes out of bounds. Logan Ryan forced it, but instead just ends up being a big gain for him, as well as this one. Dennis Pitta outracing Kuechly. One man to beat, and Pitta's going to dive into the end zone. And 18 seconds and we are down 7 points just like that. The one thing you notice about his team is that he didn't have any receivers besides Dennis Pitta that he drafted. As you guys see, we hit Jason Witten. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have a plethora of receivers, including the very reliable Jason Witten, number 82, as we find Ronnie Hillman, our running back, who comes out in 5 wide and catches passes occasionally. Once again, though, on the drag, we go to Jason Witten to move the chains. Witten just catches anything that's within like a 20-mile radius of him, all right? So I just like throwing it to Witten. Unfortunately, Demaryius Thomas couldn't get that catch. Got bumped when he threw it. He was open, just, bad timing right there. This is good timing. Just an errant throw by Rodgers on second down. Hillman was wide open on the reroute, and now because of those two plays, it is 3rd down and 10. We have a ton of time to just survey the field, find the open man, move the chains, but the pass is dropped again, and now it's 4th down. We're going for it here. A little bit of frustration after we should have had it earlier, and we get it this time, but it's a fumble, and Luke Kuechly, Matthews is there on the recovery, but that drive was just not meant to be. It really was not. That was 4 good plays by us to move the chains, and 4 times we couldn't do it. I mean, there's not much more you can do except just put on your shin straps and play some defense. Unfortunately, he's got flashback Chris Johnson, who breaks off a tackle. 1 man between him and the end zone, and thankfully Godfrey forces him out of bounds as he tries to run the ball, but he gets absolutely stuffed right there. But he's got all the momentum on his side. He's just moving the ball downfield with ease until he gets picked off by Eric Berry. When you need a big play, Eric Berry is your guy. Like I mentioned, when we drafted him and we played with him the game before, I didn't draft him because he has great stats. I drafted him because I like using with him, and as you guys see right there, just make plays. He's got great speed. He's got great agility. Great jumping, just a great user safety. So we make the play right there. 2nd down, trying to squeeze a pass in there, but a nice play by the cornerback to swat that one free. 3rd down and 10. A perfect pass by Aaron Rodgers to, of course, Jason Witten, who makes the catch to move the chains. We were struggling. We just couldn't find, now I was trying to squeeze passes within some really small windows as Hillman straight up drops the ball. A little bit of frustration from all the drops, and you need to play. Jason Witten is your guys. You see, we're just rerouting Hillman like crazy right now. Just trying to get something open before the pressure comes to us. We got flashback Trent Cole on our backs. 3rd down and 5. Again, a 3rd down conversion. Again, an absolute dot by Aaron Rodgers. Now it's 1st down and goal because of that. We're still in 5 wide. We're going hurry up, but we could not hit Demaryius Thomas. Had his step, but just a little bit of an awkward pass. But on 2nd down and goal, we just sneaking in with Rodgers anyways. As you guys see, we're just coming out a lot of 5 wide. We drafted a lot of receivers, and we didn't draft the running back and not too many offensive linemen. So that's really just the strength of our team, and really, it's fun. Like, having Aaron Rodgers and the weapons to throw to and just, go, try and stop this, it's just fun, man. I'm enjoying it, and, it's working for us, too. We got to the championship game, but, of course, we need the defense to make some plays. The defense, a little bit iffy. Our linebacking core is pretty good. Defensive line, okay. Secondary, not so much. We got Brent Grimes playing quarterback or cornerback out there, and that is not going well right now. He again targets Brent Grimes, but thankfully Grimes is able to break that pass up. 2nd down and 10. He's not running the ball Chris Johnson too much, which is definitely fine by me, as Alfred puts the big hit on Goodwin, bringing up a 3rd down and 6. He's streaking. He's got Goodwin, and Goodwin makes the tough catch. He runs hurry up here, and he's going to run it in with Chris Johnson for a touchdown. Why I mentioned he ran hurry up, besides the fact that he actually did it, it's because he could have killed some clock right there, or at least forced me to use a timeout, which I was about to do if he didn't run hurry up. Because with 1:06 left, we had plenty of time to go downfield and try to put some points on the board. And I would use the timeout to try to preserve some of that clock. 2nd down and 5. Unfortunately, we get sacked. And all that talk about scoring points is all nada if we don't get this 3rd down conversion. And we don't really have anybody open right now. But until we go deep to Vincent Jackson, who is wide open. He's only sending a 3-man pass rush all game long. So even though we didn't draft an offensive line, he's not really testing our offensive line by giving pass rushes to go after it. As Ronnie Hillman on the reroute, just rerouting like crazy, finding the open man. Aaron Rodgers is an absolute surgeon right now, and this will go for a touchdown if the catch is made. Instead, 2nd down and goal, still 5 wide, still going to Witten, and it's still working. Touchdown Witten. I saw Witten man to man. I knew the route he was running that little stick route. Witten's gonna get him, man. You don't leave Witten one-on-one, because he will get that. As you guys see right before the half, he gets the catch, but the ball is fumbled. But unfortunately, Huff not able to stay upright and try to make that a big play. That could have been a big play if Huff stayed on his 2 feet. Instead, they called him touchdown by the down man who fumbled the ball as we get sacked again on second down. That's Chris Long with the pressure. Third down, he's coming with a 4-man pass rush, but we're going with the open man. But that's not going to move the chains. And on 4th and 2, I'd rather have my offense on the field. I'm confident in my offense that we could come out and make a play. Unfortunately, I couldn't press any buttons, so I had to call a timeout there. Didn't like burning a timeout, but we're still going for it on 4th down anyways to Evans, and it's very close, and it looks like we got it since the clock is still moving. My opponent not too happy about that. He challenges the spot, challenges the first, and the ruling is upheld. Let me tell you, man, if we got that first down, we got it by centimeters, not even by inches, just by like a couple centimeters, all right? That was really close. It wasn't really a great play by me. I thought we could test the flats. His defender made a good play, but now all of a sudden, we're the ones making good plays. Now that we got this first down, we are just carving up this defense. Just working a little 2-man game between Evans and Hillman right now on the left side of the field, and it's going to work all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. The go-ahead score right there by Ronnie Hillman, and that was just outfoxing our opponent right there. He couldn't stop the Mike Evans-Ronnie Hillman connection, since Ronnie Hillman just kept on forcing the defender to press. As you see, we get the user pick there by Alfred on the trail route there, and it's just eventually it's confused, and we put Evans on a slant. He was confused, left someone wide open. So it's all working for us right now, especially on the offensive end. And if we could catch the ball, it would really be working. Rodgers has like 9 incompletions. I believe 7 of those were legitimate drops. And Rodgers hits the spin move on 3rd down and 13. Aaron Rodgers, of course, he's dotting you up. When he makes plays like that in the running game, you want to throw your controller against the wall, especially when you take it all the way into the end zone like that with Ronnie Hillman. 28-14 games. Sit down, Goodwin. You're going nowhere. Huff again all over. As you guys see, like I said, we're all over him right now. Eric Berry's actually going to force the drop. He's down 2 scores. He's going to need to take some shots deep, get a quick score, and that's what he's trying to do. Bryce Butler easily burns Brent Grimes, and he has enough time to celebrate for the next 30 seconds. Brent Grimes is still not going to catch up to that man. That was the weakness of our team. That was not what I like to see. A quick score. Now the pressure's back on us on offense. Thankfully, I have a lot of confidence that we can just continue moving the ball. We can kill some clock, score a touchdown. He gives us that option, and just flat out execute, all right? And that's what we've been doing all game long, and that's what we're continuing to do on this drive. Moving it past midfield to the 40-yard line, and now it's time to put on chew clock as we get close to field goal range to make it a 2-possession game. A 2-possession game essentially puts this one out of reach. He's already out of a timeout right now, under 3 minutes left in the game. Looking at the drag, but we hit Jason Witten, just running a little levels concept, just throwing him off his game. Anytime he thinks he's got us, we're going somewhere else. This time it's Ronnie Hillman on the drag. This will take us to 2-minute warning, but he calls his second timeout to preserve a little bit of clocking. Look at this reroute. Aaron Rodgers just outsmarting. I'm always one step ahead of the opponent in this game with this 5-wide setup. As you guys see, Hillman getting a gain of 9 yards. He's going to call his final timeout right here. Now, the play clock in Draft Champions is only 30 seconds instead of 40. So, since we get the first down, we cannot kill the rest of the clock. But I am going to need the ball anyway so we can kill some of that. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me fall back, dive, and maybe not try to get the touchdown, but we ended up getting the touchdown anyways. Not exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to kill a little bit more clock on 3rd down, but it's all good because my opponent quits after this play anyways, right? And try and take a few chances going deep at Brent Grimes, which is fine by me. We'll take our victory. We'll take our championship. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed the game. Subscribe for more Madden 16 Draft Champions games. And I'll catch you guys next time. And just some advice, when Aaron Rodgers shows up in Draft Champions, you take him. You just take that bad man.